Welcome to Radio 101 FM, the radio of the 60s in a galaxy near you. Join our adventures in Obduction. Today we're gonna follow Jay vs. Lewis on his #1 abduction stream on Mixer. He's going to find a way to get back home to Earth. So good luck to you, Jay.
My fellow Hunrathians, welcome to another round of Obduction Monday. I'm, of course, your gracious host, Jay vs. Lewis, and I'm just realizing I've left some kind of something open here. I just don't know what it is. I'm getting some kind of feedback. But hey, the good news is Mixer seems to be stable despite Ninja playing lots of funky stuff that I just don't really understand. So hey, that's good. So here we go. Let's see what we need to do. I'm afraid I completely forgot where we are in the game. I think we have to explore a fourth dimension today, the one that we haven't been to yet. I think it's the fourth one, isn't it? We had Hunrath, that was the first. Then we had, what was the next one? There was the green world, or the grey world rather. which I still don't know what it's called in real life. Then there's Green World, which I believe is called Murray. And now we have to explore the fourth dimension to, get further in the game. So let's just have a look. If, hello, game, are you there? Game? Did I load it? Yes, I did. Oh, that's good. That's good to know. That makes life a lot easier. There we go. Let's resume it. If only, controller died. There we go. Come on. No? Not quite working? That's not good, is it? Huh. That is interesting. Let's see if we can just resume it. I had it working literally up until 2 minutes ago, and the moment controllers go to sleep on a game, that's usually basically... I know, Rod, it's crazy, isn't it? That means you have to restart the computer, reinstall Windows or something like that. So sorry to hear about Steve and his Windows woes, but it's kind of interesting that we all, independently from one another, kind of agree that reinstalling Windows once every year, that's just a must. That's what you just have to do in order to go and just have an operating system that works. Patrick, can you imagine? Oh, my controller went to sleep, I have to reinstall Windows. No, that's terrible. No, there we go. Controller is operational. Let's delve right in, and then we can have a chat. There we go. Woohoo! How are you all doing? I'm so super happy that you're back home, Christina, that your cats are with you. It's great. Yes, and I'm sorry I left out that you should have fast forwarded to about 1 minute 50 there. Greyworld is Captar. Okay, great. So there's Captar, there's Murray, and then, since we're just very close to the mayor's office, let's just go and drop right in there and have a look at what that fourth dimension is called. I mean, it'd be nice to just call it by its correct name from day one. That'd be just awesome. And I seem to remember at the top of this elevator here, there was this thing. Can I press it? Can I press it? Can I press it? Aha! Woo! Yes, I feel so sorry for him as well, Patrick. It's just such a shame. And yeah, and we've all been there. I mean, especially if you have multiple Windows systems, it's just, Mofang, I guess, is the lucky winner. Red World, you think? That would actually make sense. For now, it's called Zero World. Hey, that's kind of cool. It's like Zero Kelvin. How cool is that? Does everyone know, though, that Flickr World, speaking of Zero Kelvin, does everyone know that Flickr World has been released now? It is so cool. The audiobook of Flickr World is officially out. I think still not on iTunes. I think they just take another week or so. But it is definitely out on Amazon and Audible. Woo-hoo-hoo! That is so cool. And Brian and I were thinking perhaps next Saturday, towards the end of the Subnautica stream, we're going to pick a lucky winner who can win a free copy. What do you think? That is just double yeah. Woohoo! So next Saturday, tell your friends, tell your family, tell them to watch. Beautiful aerial shot here of Hunrath. Oh, that's a good idea, Christina. I used to learn English that way. Watch a program in English with English subtitles. That's exactly how you learn it, because then you know what something phonetically looks like written down. And there's no translation aspect about that either. That's a very cool idea. Mofang, when Windows goes south. Woo! All right. Well, I seem to remember there was something that we're now looking at this marvelous aerial view here. I believe what we have to do, and bad expressions too. What we have to do is we need to take our card here, looking at that wonderful waterfall here. Can we look at that from the other side here? No, we can't. Dang. So we need to take our card and point it at the other side of these waterfalls here. And that'll get rid of some boulders. And that will get us into a new part of the game. Camus, how you doing? Nice to see you. So, and the issue that we had there was literally that the cart needs to be turned around for us to reach those boulders from afar. And turning the cart around is something we have done before, but it requires us to go back to that gray dimension whose... thank you. That's very good, Brian. Excellent. Very good. That's a link to the copy of Flickr World. Awesome. On Audible. You can also purchase it via Amazon, but it's kind of, it gets you the same thing really. On Amazon, you buy a physical kind of, download of MP3 files, but with Audible, you can also get kind of an Audible membership, and that's funky too. Thank you, Kmoos. That is very nice of you. I love hearing that. And also good to see that someone from Twitch is joining us. Just wanted to show you because, if I've forgotten, chances are you've forgotten. So it is just across the river over here, which is also a beautiful scene. Very nice. So right over there, this pile of rocks here, just behind the tree, very difficult to see, like this thing here. That's the rocks that need to be, submerged and for us to go in there. And for that, we have to put, because there's no tracks anywhere near here, we have to park the cart as close to it as we can. And that is, hello butterfly, how you doing? That is literally up here. Whoa, did you see that? Now that's volumetric light at its best. Oh, that is so cool, isn't it, Joe? So nice. It is just like walking in a real world. So we have parked our cart up here, like at the top of that mountain. But sadly, it's the wrong way around. So we need to somehow park it back there, but turn it the right way around. And to do that, let's just get over here. By the way, I've made a loop of this scene that you can put on a screen and just look at this all day. I think with the mattress, I think it's a scene about like this, and it's just a loop there. Very, very nice. You can get that on my Patreon site. That is so cool. I made 2 so far, but if I find other exciting scenes, I'm going to loop those, and then you can just go and put them on screen and just look at them. They look so pretty. Oh, just buy the game basically and just put it on pause and just walk to this position in the river and just let that run. That's also cool. Right, so in order to get there, I think we just went the wrong way here. And the butterflies, it's so cool. So nice. Glad to see you, Joe, by the way. Nice that you could join us. How are you feeling? Health-wise, are you still doing the 5 pills a day? Or has that stopped now? Yeah, so the only way I know how to get back, I guess, is just to go through the mayor's office. But that's nice, we just go and walk through this beautiful landscape here. Enter that weird school bus. Turns elevator. Oh, thank God for that. Hey, that's, woo-hoo. Very good to know. No, one more, I think. And most importantly, of course, everyone except for Joe, do we all have coffee? I mean, that's just the most important thing, I think. Have we been here before? That kind of looks familiar. Ah, yes, we've opened that door. No, yes. Sorry, I think I'm just too low here. Just need to quickly go to the bathroom here. Yeah, Rod, grab a coffee for sure. Well, when we say coffee, Joe, it's water for you. That's cool. Well, that's a clever idea, Christina. That's very nice. Me too, Rod. We're like the Cup twins. So this entrance here, and this is next to CW. CW lives in this house over here, and this is his mad contraption here. This is all the old mining town, and there's tracks leading into this peculiar little room here, only illuminated by some lanterns. And this is where we find that. And this is how we found this, so can't go further here. So what happens here is that in that grey world, which was it Captar? I believe it was Captar, wasn't it? The grey world. That is where we can flick a switch to turn this around. And then we can come back, and then the track will go through this. And this is how, I believe, we can just send the little cart through here so that it can go round in a circle, come out the other end, and then it'll face the other way. This is where it come out. So this is basically the other end of that. And so our mission, should we choose to accept it, is to go back to Grey World and find that flick that switches that switch that flicks that thing around. Here's our card. Eager, ready, and waiting, and this is how we left it. And now we're up to speed. That should work, Rod. You pour it in the scanner, it comes out here. It's basically live coffee from Independence, Missouri to Miami Beach, Florida. That would be very good one day, but they're working on it right now. So, I take votes. How do we get to Grey World again? Because I forgot. Dang. Through Farley's house is something that I think might work. Brian, we don't have Narame today. How do we get to Grey World? Christina wins the prize. That is actually very clever, Christina. See, this is why we need to play this with many, many people, because that's just something I had just forgotten. Of course, we go through the tree. And we reach the tree through here. Very cool. Thank you, Christina. Very good idea. Crazy. I was going to go around Farley's house. I was going to try and flick every switch there is. Now we go through the tree. Be prepared to have your minds warped, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, shadow. Woo. That tree. I'm going to try and take some HDRIs inside the tree and also in this weird space thing that we go through in a moment. Oh, and thank you so much for everyone's input on the Julia's rants idea that I posted on my other channel there. That was so cool. Julia is very excited about it. I'm very excited about it. Both Biscuits and Dreamlab and Mike Myers have posted very interesting suggestions of how we can turn Julia's voice into a picture that would animate. And all we need apparently is a webcam. So that's very, very cool. Steve, we're just talking about you. We're just casually traveling dimensions. I think we're traveling towards the wrong dimension because we don't want to go to Green World. We want to go to Grey World. Let's turn around here. How's Bris Vegas this morning? Let's go to the blue one. Thanks, Christina. You know the trees better than I do. blue one could be this. You never know until you reach it. Oh, that's the one that we need to... Yeah, that's the one. Yes, that's the one. Oh, cold. Yes, of course. Do you know one thing I always found interesting about winter? I mean, and with us, kind of more about the like December, when it's 21st, 22nd of December. It's for us, it's the shortest day of the year here. So I suppose it's going to be the longest day for you down there. And I always thought it was fascinating that even though the days are getting longer, the planet is still getting colder. And only then will we find that tipping point at which it gets warmer. That's crazy, isn't it? You think days are getting longer, why isn't the planet warming up? No, it's just not how it works. It's a couple of months later, then we'll reap the rewards of the sun doing her thing. So, but round about now, it should just about start getting a little warmer for you, right? Because it's starting to get a little colder for us. Well, in about a month or so. I'm not a meteorologist. I don't know how these things work. And are you at work, Steve, or are you at home? Welcome to Grey World, by the way. Or Captar, right? Was it Captar? Ah, at work. Well, be quiet, otherwise, you know. This is another one of those occasions where you think, yeah, HDRI. Definitely. Wouldn't it be nice if somebody just makes the whole thing and creates a DAS Studio set from it? All we need to do is drop characters in. Noisy little critters here. This is another puzzle, by the way, that we need to... Just wanted to remind ourselves of this, that there is something happening here that... You know, evil dude with the red gun here. We need to find some way of making this work. Obviously need to pack on a few more pounds here. Break out that protein powder, maybe that'll help. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Maybe we should... To see, this is the business opportunity. We approach game developers to do that. And then say, we'll just take a cut. 20%, 30%. You give us the assets. We get people working on this. And off we go. Another good business idea. Ah, now we're here. Okay, cool. I remember. This thing was difficult to work out. Because, of course, we need to go either in here or in here. Bye, Steve. Thanks for dropping by. We won't tell anyone you were here. Votes, please. Shall we go left first? Do you think? Oh, over here. Because this is just fairly easy. I just don't remember where... Or do you think it's a better idea to go back to Farley's house? Because I seem to remember once we do that, I think... I don't quite remember how tricky it is to just stroll to the front of the house thing there. Let's just try it. Let's try one of these doors and we'll see what happens. While we're here, you know. We might be lucky. So yes, what Mike Myers and Dreamlab were suggesting for facial animations was something called FaceRig. Have you heard of that? $15 on Steam right now. FaceRig.com is the website. And apparently you look at a webcam and speak, and it, in real time, animates one of many characters that you can go and set and buy. So there's a lot of the big aftermarket going on there that you can buy both 2D as well as 3D characters. And they'll just get animated. You can even answer phone calls like that. So instead of your webcam answering a Skype call, it'll just go and answer that with your whatever, goldfish, hamburger, fluffy cat, that sort of thing. Very cool. That's right, exactly, Christina. So we're going to just go and maybe they've made it, but they may have made them, Brian. I don't know. Yeah, so we turn this, I believe, twice. Twice is probably kind of 90 degrees. And then we just jump back in there. So that should get us access to that ladder. Maybe they have made max headroom. That would be cool. Max headroom. Good stuff. Yeah, so there's the $15 version. I don't know how much that gets you, but there is another one for $300, and there's another one for about $1,000. So they have kind of a sliding scale and tons of plugins. But it is something I'm thinking of trying out. That could be a lot of fun, especially for people like Patrick who may just go and talk, change the voice with one of his many filters, and who knows. Maybe then we don't have to spend a lot of time with animations afterwards, because I'm sure they have anything, from if they have a hamburger and a fluffy cat, and even 2D animated people, like anime, manga type boys and girls. Endless possibilities. Don't tell me that. It's closed? It's the wrong door, isn't it? Okay, no problem. We'll try the other door. So now we need to press this thing 4 times then. All right. It'll be a long way to go, I guess. We're not there yet. So 45 degrees each turn. Turn it twice for 90, 4 times for 180. That should do the trick. Yeah, so my mom can't be here today. She's leaving early tomorrow to go on, I believe, a bus trip. And she says she needs to go to bed early, which is rare for her. Usually she stays up similar patterns than you do, Christina, with very little sleep, or she goes to bed at kind of 3 a.m., which works out well for us, so we can always have a chat in the evening. And when I'm thinking, hey, I'm getting sleepy, she goes, oh yeah, maybe I should go to bed too. It's very funny. And she said she's going to watch the recording of it tomorrow instead. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. I was editing a video just before we started this for my new German YouTube channel, German language YouTube channel. I had uploaded a kind of an introduction video there the other day, and no artwork or no nothing yet, so it's kind of, and I had 1 view 29 seconds. That was kind of cute. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to make that video live there, Christina, the one that I've just edited about the GoPro adapter, and then I'll go send out a link to that. Maybe you can be my first subscriber, that'd be really nice. Yeah, I do love that about morphine, that it really just switches you off that way. Morphine is magical stuff. It is really, really magical. No wonder people get addicted to it. Do you know exactly, Brian? You're gonna watch my video in English, and then you're gonna watch the same one in German. Then that'll be it. You know exactly what I'm talking about then. How long do you think it'll take for addiction to kick in? I've only ever had small doses, but never, you know, I never had to have it for like months or so. It sounds like you didn't either, which is good, I suppose. Yeah, I just wonder. Yeah, like those things where you think I don't care how the pain goes away, but just please make it go away. My God, kidney stones, you survived that? That's crazy, Rod. That is bad. Oh my God, really? Kidney stones twice, that's crazy. Ugh, I feel so sorry for you. My uncle had that, and he didn't know he had it until he had just excruciating pain, and they diagnosed kidney stones, and they shattered them first, and then he had to pee through a sieve to make sure all the debris came out. Ugh, that must have been, that's just agony right there. Whew. We are close to where we need to be, my friends. We are very, very close. I can feel it in my urine, so to speak, in my waters, as we say. Oh, really? Oh, Patrick, is it like a repetitive strain thing? Or is it like a what's it called? Carpal tunnel syndrome? That sort of thing? Is that what you have? The non-syndrome. Just too much work syndrome. Strain, yeah, that sort of thing. Julia has something like that with her shoulder right now. That's also bizarre. Sometimes the only thing against those things is literally just rest. Like you said, Patrick, sometimes don't touch the mouse. My nurse always says, pain is just our body's way of communicating. And I'm just thinking, could he communicate a little bit quieter, please? I thought that too, Brian. I think this is the wrong way we're going here, isn't it? Where I was a moment ago, at the bottom there, that is where we found that thing. That's where we arrived with it. Or that's what I remember it to be like. But what was it? Because I seem to remember it was a really weird little place that had seemingly nothing else other than just that little place to go and flick that lever. But I can't seem to find it anymore. It's not through here. Oh, is it? So go up these and then go to the left, is that right? No. Other steps. Big steps. These ones, and then to the left. Ah, yes, yes. Thank you, sir. Could be here. No, no, that's not it. That's not it. Go up the steps. Like up a lot. Yes, that's it. That's it. See, Brian knows Captar like the back of his hand. This is awesome. This is exactly what we need in Hunrath. Got a little map here and everything. Christina, I think this is the first time you'll see this thing in action. I think you may have missed that. All right, let's do this. Captar, New Jersey, all the prominent places, Brian. Exciting. But also, you haven't missed much there, Christina. It literally is this was felt a little disjointed to the rest of the game. But it's one of those things that is kind of ingenious the way they did that here. You mean color-wise, right? So funny. Okay. This was quite, I think what was amazing about this is that we didn't know this was going to happen. So that was just super odd when we found ourselves in Farley's house this way, or in this little house here, because this was just a stone sphere looking at that. It's not quite Farley's house, it's like opposite the thing where we need to be, so it's just so weird that we found ourselves here all of a sudden. So, is it true then that now we have a continuous path going all the way through it? Yes. Don't you find it odd that we have basically taken the whole sphere from one dimension to another, but not the tracks? Just saying. And these holes in the walls here, that was significant because we could literally park our cart in here, reach out of the window, and then dimension switch. And then from the other thing, we could switch off that laser, the red laser in Captar. That's what we did here. That's why that looks like the way it looks. But now, of course, we're going to use it for something else, namely to just turn the cart around. I like a bit of cart driving. It's always makes me happy. Yes, tracks can't be transported through dimensions. Is it, which shoulder is it? Is it just, is it if you're right-handed, your right shoulder? Because, you know, I was going to say, Patrick, maybe you can try, I mean, it literally will take forever, but you can always try it with your other hand, with the left hand. It feels so weird doing that, though. So first things first, we'll go and just drive through here because, you know, this is fun, first of all. This should now turn the cart into the correct orientation. Feels like one of those ghost rides here. Woo! Now, of course, I don't know where exactly we need to go. I think... Oh, well, that's even worse. Listen to the doctor. Do you know, no matter if you're talking about hands or mice or paths, I think we should go left too. Is left the right way to go? is left right? No, right is left. What are you saying? Because this just gets us up here. We need to get higher up. So this isn't get us where we want to be. We need to be on the top of this. So I think we need to go right. Now, Brian, that is medical advice from the author. That's exactly right, Patrick. That's what you should be doing. Everyone should relax and listen to Flickr World. That is exactly what we should be doing. Okay, let's see if this is the right way. I have a feeling we have to just go and pass through this up here. It's easily done. Also, thanks to a trick that Patrick told me, I think we can switch that lever while we're still in the car somehow. Hey, there we go. Woo! Yeah, come on. Okay. Out we go. Woo! I remember Mike Myers saying for the first time, hey, you should have warned us that there was a white flash. What are you, Christina? Are you naturally right-handed or left-handed? The good thing is we're nearly there, my friends. Go to the S. That's the wrong way. Yes. This is the little spur here in the distance. That's where we need to be parked. And then we get to see another part of the game, something previously undiscovered. It only took us nearly an hour to get there, so it's not bad. Narame, how you doing? Okay, this is the exciting moment I was going to say, because I just realized we're facing the wrong way, of course. So that is pathetic, isn't it? So yes, actually, we need to probably just go and turn the cart around here on that little graveyardy path here. Be with you in a moment. Turn your cart around. On this scrap, yeah. Aha! Okay. This is super exciting. We can't exactly see anything currently. How do I switch this thing on again? Yes, I've noticed that. That was really nice. It looks like they work today. Chat messages are being relayed. Woohoo! Applause for the Restream bot. Very, very nice. Thank you, Restream. Now, behind these trees, they're the rocks. I was kind of hoping we can at least see just roughly where. But I think I just have to aim in faith and just blast, as many rocks as possible here. I don't think there's any visual feedback. And I'm particularly delighted about the Restream bot because, Narami, I must confess, I've forgotten to make the InVision chat messages longer, like we discussed last time. I just when I went on air, I was thinking, oh man, I didn't do that. So I'm glad you can read the chat in your own time now. That's good to know. Well, we may have already had success here. is really difficult to say. So I'm going to have to go and disband and just have a look myself. Oops. Not the screenshot I was going to take. I'm just randomly pressing buttons to get out of the car. There we go. No? Okay. Leap off enthusiastically. I still can't really see if anything has happened, so I think we just have to literally go down there. Man, Christina, that is just a horrible story. I do remember people used to do that quite frequently. But from all the other stories you told me about your dad, I'm not surprised you did that. Ah. Are the gods smiling upon us? Could it be true that we could get here a little easier? No, right? Isn't the nicest guy is the understatement of the century. Ah, yes, that was not a good idea. We have to, yes, I see. Yeah, we would need to go this way, and that's not going to work. Huh. I remember I had a friend at school who was left-handed, and we just sat on the wrong side to one another. I'm right-handed, and he sat on the right of me, so our elbows were constantly just interrupting one another. And rather than us just swapping seats, he decided he wanted to go to different row altogether, which was a shame because we got on really well. But all my efforts trying to explain to him, hey, it's not so bad, it just, he just didn't get it, sadly. He sounds wonderful. I hope I'll meet him one day. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. Well, at least from here we'll get a closer look at the success of our mission. Success or unsuccess, I guess. Yeah, indeed. That should be the common theme, group therapy. So yes, actually no. See? Rocks are still there. What a shame. No, absolutely. I think it's good. It's good to have an environment in which we can do that. Tell me, Narami, why is that? I thought my card was kind of up here, but of course I may have been absolutely, completely wrong. I thought my cart was up here. That was the plan anyway. Oh, is my cart actually up here? Haha, that would explain the unsuccess. Is that a word? Right, so I need to be up here, which I thought I was, but I'm not. No, thank you. That's very kind. I think had you not pointed this out, I don't think I would have worked that out. I think I would have just gone back and tried my best to do that again, because I could literally not see where I was pointing at. I'm just literally just seeing trees there. So that's a good... That's good help. I do appreciate that, because I wonder then if we actually have to utilize these tracks up here to blast those rocks. The cart is where it should be. It's just pointing at the wrong side, you say? That's even more mysterious. That is, I do like your tips actually. That is very, very cool. Let's see if we can find a way there rather quick. Okay, I shall do that. See if I can find the cart first. Thought I'd go through the mayor's office. Do you know, and sadly, Narame, I wanted to watch one of your streams, but it looks like I've forgotten to have the notifications switched on there on my Twitch. So I saw you did stream, but then I didn't catch you live, so sorry about that. I was gonna make an effort there. Those are the kinds of streams I like, the no pressure streams. How do I get to my cart? I'm gonna just follow the route I know. Oh, that's my urologist's office. Give me a second, guys. There we go. Automated message takes care of everything. Slightly scary robotic voice there, I must say. But good doctor. Dr. Jorge Caso. Seeing him on Wednesday. Very cool. Now that is a good idea, Brian. Flickr World. Brian Kramer's fascinating sci-fi novel, now available on Audible and Amazon as an audiobook, narrated by yours truly. Very exciting. Seriously good book. Very much recommended. And next Saturday, on Subnautica Saturday, at the end of the stream, Brian and I are giving away a free copy of the audio version. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be very, very exciting. So, cart is where it should be. Look down. She's, ah, man, that's just way too easy. Look at that. This is sometimes what happens. Brain is just so complicated. There they are. I should be able to reach those. Narame, you're a star. Do you remember when we didn't have things like this? People to talk to, when there was no internet, no YouTube, no Twitch, no Mixer, and you had to do this by yourself? How did people do it? Whoops. Let me just learn how to operate that card first here. And it is actually obvious, isn't it? We should have seen that. Man, how exciting. How quickly the brain forgets. Okay, come on. Rocks meet laser. Laser meet rocks. This could be good. I may have to just go and drive back a little bit. Oh no, that was enough. Woohoo! Yeah, I don't mind playing these games by myself, but I find that I do have more fun with more people. This is the first time I'm playing Obduction. Subnautica I've played before, and it's only really the second, well, maybe the third game I'm streaming. So I don't have that much experience with, what it would be like. So this was kind of a little experiment in how does it work? What would happen if I stream a game that I don't know how to play, really? And it's great. I really like it. I'm playing, first time also, playing currently, what's it called? Grim Fandango. And I've never played that before. So Julie and I were looking into that, and I enjoy this up to a point, but there always comes a point where I'm thinking, yeah, I just like the whole forest scene. I wasn't able to work that out. It's easy when you know how, but that's just like working out 3D software, really, isn't it? If you know how to do it, it's really easy. But if you don't, then it's a major disaster. And I don't really enjoy when you know you got to a point that you know something is supposed to happen and it doesn't, because it's just, you can't work out how to do it. And on the old style games, I seem to remember it's just one of those issues with, well, you just have to put the herring into the beer and then stir it with the fork until it goes pink, and then you pour that into the time machine, and then you unlock the rest of the game. You go, yeah, but you don't work that out, really, do you? So that's why nice help is always good. I think I will. I think maybe we should keep that as a Monday tradition. How do I get there again? We get there by getting out of that. And that, we really? Okay. Mayor's house is not so far away. I like it. We don't have to go via Greenworld, do we? Was it Murray? I already forgot. All right. Back in the school bus lift. I like it. Oh, yes. I can see the giveaway other part of the bus. Is this the other part of the bus? It is, isn't it? Yeah, this is also the school bus. Oh, really? Could be this, could be the other one. Could be this, could be that. Let's try this one. Don't panic! Whatever you do. Oh, this is the bridge thing. Yeah, process of elimination. When is that, Narami? Oh, wow, nice one. So, okay. We know where we are, we just might not quite know how to get back. Am I going the right way here, Brian? No, I guess is the answer. Probably was the other teleporter then. Okay, no problem. Don't panic, anyone. Nobody panic. You're saying? Okay. Don't panic. Let's try that other teleporting thing. Co-streaming, do they have something? They have a co-streaming kind of function on Twitch, don't they? I think I've read something about that, but I never looked into it. I know they have on Mixer, you can stream with up to 4 people, essentially different feeds, and people can watch it on the same screen. That's a kind of a cool idea. That is a good idea, Narami. That's a very cool idea. A don't panic screen. Hey Patrick, maybe that's another animation we should record. Could try and use FaceRig for that. Don't panic, Jay will be back in just a moment. Maybe, if he finds his way back. See, this confuses me. Didn't I just take this thing? And now that teleports me over there? Oh, I see, that's how they did that. Oh. Is it okay if I panic? Because I don't know what to do next. So, didn't I just go into here? I think we had this discussion already. I just can't remember how it all ended. It just worked out. So I'll just go teleport again, Rod? Is that what you're saying? Let's do this. Daily dose of panic. That's what Jack said on Lost. Well, I let the fear in for 2 minutes. I was just about to put this woman back together. She had all her spinal nerves coming out and crawling all over the place. And I said, okay. I'm going to go let the fear in, and then I'm going to pull myself together and not panic.
Don't panic. This is the best way to put it.
I have seen Lost, yes. Everything until the end. Well, that just gets us back to here. Where still these 2 doors are closed. Yes, he is. Closed. And, you know, I started getting lost. I am lost. I see, always depends on how you pronounce it. He's lost? No, he is lost. Ah. He's lost, he's stuck as well. Hello? I'm kind of stuck here. Okay, don't panic. Well, this was fun. No, there's literally neither keyboard nor controller control is working. Controller control? That's a crazy word. I may have to just go and restart the game, I'm afraid. Yeah, let me just do that. Quit. Yes. Woo! Change mode? What mode? What mode? Smooth jazz, that's a good idea. Okay, great. Let's see if it comes back. So it's just booting up. Hope you enjoyed the smooth jazz there. Very good idea, yes, good call. Cyan, alright. Give it to me, baby. Yes, resume game. Unstuck, please, if we could. Oh, I must have a look at that. No, see, looks like it's still applicable and I still have to do that. Let me try that then. Thank you so much for the tip, Narami. That's very nice. So we go to settings and we go to here. No, come on. Point and click, huh? Okay. Let's try that. Oh yes, how exciting. Oh, and then it walks for you. How cool is that? Oh, fantastic. And now I'll just go gaily change it back. And then I should be able to go and walk again, right? Yes! Oh, fantastic. Ew. Silver box. So, yeah, I remember seeing that when I explored the settings, but I never really tried it out. Point and click, that's a cool idea. So, but we're back at this thing. Should I just go travel back to Hunrath, see what else has changed? Let's try it out. I have noticed that we appear to have lost audio for some bizarre reason. I'm not sure why. Yeah, this used to be much louder. Yeah, can you imagine? Poor Smooth Jazz broke it. Oh, let's try again. Okay, so Smooth Jazz is still working. That's good. I might have actually accidentally muted the game. Confused audio, confused players, confusing game, confusing setup. So now nothing has changed. Oh, I don't know. I do remember we had this before, and I don't actually remember how to fix that. General. Well. Mute off. Yeah, that's a good idea. Nah, still no audio. Oh well. We'll see where we go. Currently, I really don't know what else to do. I've been in the green world. I'm back. Came back in a different spot. Came back in the same spot. I don't know already. Is there another way into this green world thing? Okay. Yeah, let me just go take that teleporter at 994th time. No problem. See if anything changes. Oh, there's another way, is there? Huh. Nah, too many screens to look at. Let me just have a quick look at OBS here, see if that may have... Oh, yeah, there we go. Desktop audio has just magically muted itself on OBS. Very interesting. Aha. Audio is back. Woo-hoo. Okay, Brian, but the thing is, I didn't see another teleporter. But then it's because I didn't go the right way. That's probably why. Okay, let's go to No Panic Lady. The Listen Lady. Here she is. Saying...
Don't panic.
Okay, we go right, did you say? And then right, okay. Staring straight into the light. And then... And then up, perhaps? Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. Is this the one I should take? After not panicking? And then we take that one. Okay. Oh, and we have audio back. This is cool. This is great. So, Narame, tell me, this all / at somebody, what does that do? Does that send them a message? I'm so unfamiliar with Twitch. No wonder I don't have an audience there. Hey, but very cool. Last Saturday, literally 10 minutes before I went off air, I had my 100th follower on Mixer. Very, very cool. It is late where you are. I totally agree. Oh, right, right. I'm back here. So, now, do I take this one again? Is this how it works? Okay, will do. Thank you, Brian. Yes, it's really cool. I'm pleased about that. I see. And you know, see, this is the thing, Neurovac, I totally missed that you were there. My goodness, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate that. And thank you so much for letting me know that that is actually an emoticon for an arm. That's good. I'm still learning these things. This is what happens when you're old. It's just... Okay, back in Green World. Come on, you can figure this out, Jay. This can't be that difficult. You've played computer games before? Since the 80s, in fact. Yeah, age is but a number, isn't it, Christina? So, no panic, lady.
Don't panic. This is the best way.
Don't panic, you're not old. Well, now, do I go left? No, because I get stuck and there's two closed doors. Don't go left. Do go right. Then play smooth jazz. Why did smooth jazz mute itself? Well, more importantly, why did smooth jazz mute the... Oh, up, yes, of course. Why did smooth jazz mute the game? Okay, we go over this bridge. That was the purpose of this whole exercise, right? We now have a bridge here that we didn't have before. Yes. Now we go back to that scary structure. Is it through here? Yes, he says. The tree! You see, this is the second time that I've forgotten the tree. That is a very good point. Shall we go through the tree? Tree is down here. Is that the tree? Oh, this is a tree. It's not the tree. Where's the tree? Oh no, the tree we can't reach anymore because the doors were closed. Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, yeah, from Hunrath, yes, but not from here. Right? Many ways to get to Hunrath. Yeah, well, Neurovac, but we're not in Hunrath right now, are we? And I don't think we can go to the tree from here right now because we can only go to this spot where there's two closed doors, behind one of which is the entrance to the tree. Isn't that right? And right now we want to go back to Hunrath so that we can go to the kind of the left side of the river. I don't even know if this is the right way. This probably, I mean, it will get me there, but will it get me to a place that will allow me to then pop out on the kind of far side of the river? And yes. We remember this. We just don't remember if this was the right... Whoa, no, that's not where we're going to be. Let's just casually walk past this, shall we? I wish we were. I wish we were, Brian. Yay, we are there! Woo-hoo! This is totally where we want to be. This is so super exciting. And you get a juice box. How cool is that? Speaking of juice boxes, by the way, Trekkie Patrick is the weekly Sparks leader with 20,000 points, by the way. Well done, Patrick. And I think it's because you posted a GIF of the DeLorean. Look at that, that's just so nice. This whole scene is just so super nice. Oh. There. Whoa. This is exciting. I'm going to savor the moment. I'm not even going to go in. I'm just going to look at it for a minute. There. Yeah, let's go back. I think we've done enough for today. My thinking cap. Okay. Yes, you've alluded to that before. It explains a lot of the game, you said. So right now it's just a hole in the mountain. So I'm thinking, screenshot. Yeah, let's do that. For the victory log. There we go. So I'm thinking it probably will make more sense as I walk in. And perhaps see what happens. Good, Brian. Excellent. That makes two of us. Actually, I didn't forget. I just don't even know. Okay. So it looks like somebody's had their lunch here. Almost like guarding the teleportation box. And this whole thing, probably including the chair, is going to go somewhere else. Do you know what I think? I mean, this is just something, without reading the note here, it's just me thinking out loud. I wonder, can we pick this thing up? No, but I wonder, once we teleport this thing, I wonder if it's going to get us back into Captar, whatever, Grey World. I wonder if this thing might just accidentally land on that scale. That'd be kind of cool if this would be actually that heavy that it would land on the scale and kind of put that thing in the red mark. I mean, maybe. Let's see. Please read thoroughly. Okay, first of all, screenshot, just in case. We must have every detail in place. Our lives and our species depend on this being executed perfectly. No pressure. Don't panic. The locations and times in this document are based on the information leaked by Ruko and Chavar. Our lives depend on the accuracy of the information we received from them. Remainers. CW on Earth, we met him. Lovely guy. Love to have a cup of tea with him. Tra, Apra, and Orbar in Murray. That's Greenworld, right? Remember that correctly. Murray is Greenworld. Then Arai and one Polyarch in Captar. That's Grey World, right? Is that correct? Captar is the Grey World thing and Murray is the Green World thing. Prep, day 17,143 AH, hour 12. Well, that kind of... That is... Oh, it isn't a person, is it? Okay. It's this... Oh, I see. Oh, yes, I remember. There's the... They exist in several... There's different types of species in this one dimension, aren't there? Okay. Now, this is interesting. I'm not sure if we can tell time yet in the game. Begin chambering. I really don't know what that means. End of day 17,146 AH. Farley verifies. I don't think we know how to tell time yet. Manifest all souls chambered. That must have happened already because we saw the chambers. Beginning of day 17,148 AH. Remainers in place with hands-on swap trigger. Interesting. Wonder if those are the red guns. Beginning of day... Can't actually read that with the thing in the 17,148 AH. Ruko and Chavar arrive, perhaps. Chambered by Tra. Beginning of day 17,148 AH. Tra on guard of chamber. I wonder if the poor Tra or Apra or Obar are actually one of the people, or two of them are probably dead. In Murray, I believe those are the poor dying aliens that we've met. I mean, the one guy's hanging on by a thread, and the other guy's kind of, I think he was dead. So trigger time, day 17,148 AH, hour 5, minute 33. Could vary by plus or minus 4 minutes. Okay, 4 minute window there, good stuff. Trigger locations, as prescribed. All locations should have small error allowance. Murray has largest margin of error potential. Be alert. Trigger task. Trigger reswap immediately after swap. Any delay increases the risk of detonation in a home sphere and the risk of a Remainer being disabled in Mofang. Communication, Farley. I'll ensure that all Remainers, or in the case of Captar, the remaining Polyarch, receive and understand this document. I do not know how to tell time by now, I'm afraid. Well, I say good luck to us all. And let's see what happens when we play with this machine. And I guess part of why time telling is difficult is because it's always the same time in Hunrath or in any of the other dimensions. It's never earlier or later, as far as I know. Interesting. I like that familiarity when you look into this sphere and you think, hey, that's nice. Yeah. So I say, worthy of a screenshot. This is the same substance that evil stuff was built on, you know, the dodecahedron thing, that just by looking at it got you killed. It looks like the moon. Or like a, you know, interesting rendition of the moon. Blob World, that's the one. Ah, yes. Where's my blue laser now, huh? Ah, okay. Tree, hang in there, buddy. We're coming for you. Not entirely sure how we're going to get there, but hey. That's a good point, Brian. We're just interested in how they made the shaders and how they made the lighting. Let's see where that second path is getting us. If it is in fact getting us anywhere. Just like life, indeed. Well, it adds to the replay value, doesn't it? Have Have I missed something here? Ah, that's the path. See, I'm lucky enough if I find the right way, Narame. Don't expect me to understand what's going on here. Yeah, let's go up here. Oh! Looks like a hotel over there. Or council estate, perhaps? It's Chernobyl. Can you imagine? Ah, interesting. So I mean, if this is Earth that we see here beyond that sphere, could it be that these people have actually saved us by abducting us? Saved us personally from some other disaster that was about to happen? Or Arizona, indeed. Up until now, we've been thinking of them as the evil guys. Maybe they were not. Maybe they actually did us a favor. Who knows? This is the way back? This is the way I came? Ah, yes, it is. Okay. There's got to be more to this dimension than a glimpse at Chernobyl. So, tree. How are you holding up? Oh, look at that. No puzzle to solve. We can just go and walk in. How exciting is that? Well, before we do that, let's just have a quick look around. Maybe there's some other, thing worthy of our investigation. That must be difficult. Come on, let's do this. Let's go into the tree and see what happens next. Music stops. That's a shame. I was kind of enjoying that. And if you don't pass, you get an F. Okay. Huh. Green, that's not where we want to go. I guess we're going back to Hunrath, right? Shall we do that? Indeed, yes. See if he's a little bit more friendly now that we can say, ha ha ha, we've totally done it, man. Yeah, I can't wait to visit CW again. Can you imagine, the aim of the game is to please CW. Try it, man. You're never proud of me. I connected everything just like you said. Took your abuse long enough. And all I get is low audio levels from crappy audio file. Crazy. That is very good. That is very good, Brian. Yo, CW. Okay, I'm excited. I'm excited. See what he says now. Come on. Hello? Oh dear. Excellent. Maybe we can be friends. Have coffee together. CW? CW. The Bleeder. Right. If that was indeed home, maybe it wasn't even home. The Bleeder. What do you think he means by that? Who and what? And where? Maybe we'll just trouble him again. Maybe he gives us another clue. Probably not. That's really not what CW does. He just gives us a snotty answer and says, "Why aren't you on your way already?" But Bleeder Tower. See, that's probably the one word that we needed to hear, that tower, because Bleeder means sweet FA, and tower could that be this tower? Could it be a tower in a different dimension? Well, if it's that tower, so it's as simple as just flicking a switch, I guess. Let's see if we can do that. Oops, that's the wrong way here. Yeah, what do you think? Is that the tower? I mean, it's the only tower in the vicinity, so perhaps... Why he calls it the Bleeder Tower is not entirely sure. Nothing is it? So let's try this out. Hartnell Mining Company. Doesn't say Bleeder Tower, but hey, I'll try this anyway. When we were here before, we were noticing that the tree appears to change colors. Looks like it doesn't change color anymore. Yeah, can you imagine? Again, Jay dies again. Ends the game again. That's true, Patrick, especially with the valve closed. I'll just have another look at the tree. Yeah, it looks like it is still changing color, so it is now more yellow than it was before. Let's just see what CW has to say. Maybe this was indeed the Bleeder Tower. Maybe it was not. Hello. So, second person who thinks we're absolutely mega stupid, not worthy of being on the planet. Yes, well, if you could just be a tiny bit more descriptive of what bleeder actually means, because I have no idea, I'm afraid. If the bleeder wasn't a tower, then what is it? What else springs to mind when we think of bleeder? What else bleeds? Do you think, Rod? Now that's a good idea, Brian. I like the idea. I like your thinking. Just in case that did something else detrimental, yeah, let's make sure we put that back on. Ooh, I like the sound of that. There, water's back on. That would be a cool idea. Well, the other thing I keep thinking about ever since we got here was that we never made it over to this other side here. I wonder if there's anything here. I mean, we can't walk over there. Maybe somehow we're going to get to the other side someday, I always thought. And then we can play with this little wagon here. But I guess, perhaps it's just not meant to be. Look at the little shadow. Very cool. What could he mean by bleeder? I think I'd like to go back to that latest dimension that we just unearthed and see if anything else is there. I mean, it's literally just, that was a little bit of a weird, just a weird dimension. There was just literally nothing there. We walked through stuff, connected the tree, case closed. There was nothing else to be done, seriously? I doubt that very much. There's got to be other things down there. Let's see what happens. could be this. Oh yeah, look at that. First time lucky. Yeah, this sort of thing. This is where I'd like to take a HDRI. That could be nice. Or kind of in the center of the... like this here. Maybe it's a little bit lighter. Just have several variations. Oh, nice portraits. Brian, do you remember anything else? What might be happening now? Does anything like that ring a bell? As I find it interesting that when we entered this new dimension, that it didn't quite ring a bell. So it's almost like it was this dimension in particular was less memorable than all the others. Like at the top where we just were by that track. Do you think? Oh, yes, yes. Yeah, because I think there's literally nothing else here. Yeah, I think she is. You see, Narame, the thing is, we're not all as intelligent as you. So I'm really sorry that we're boring you with our stupidity. But if you really don't like us watching this, and I'm afraid, maybe you should watch something else. Just because I can't figure out a game, or I don't think the way you do, it's not really, can't really help you with that, I'm afraid. Well, I'm glad you're not mad. That's good to know. Yes, one of the big problems with text in general, isn't it? Sometimes we get messages and we think, oh my God, that sounded horrible. Well, it wasn't meant to be horrible at all. It just, it's difficult to put subtext into text. I get it. I suppose also, the other thing that's very true is we all have our different ways of playing games. I suppose if I were to play this game on my own, I think I would I would probably read more documents, think more about documents. That's good to hear. Okay, I'm going to follow Brian's suggestion and go back to Hunrath, and I'll see if there is anything else to explore above where he lives. So I think we've looked at everything, but let's look at everything again. Hunrath Express. Yes, good point. And can we go back there? So, Brian, you think this is the answer? Or did you mean this part here? Yeah, it's true, we haven't been here for a while. This one. All right. There was, while we're here, is this some kind of a lift for our car? I think we got it down here, but we never had it upstairs. Yes, I remember that, Rod. Exactly. Our heads exploded. That's very true. I don't know if we can bring it back. Just a thought. Maybe it'll help us traverse that little ravine bit thing, or like the tracky bit thing that we can't walk across because there's a few wooden bits missing. Yeah, like this creepy door here. We never managed to open that. I guess it'll open from the other side. Oh, that's where we came from. Ah, yes. Oh, this thing is new, you think? Ah, how interesting. Which would indicate that if this is new and we can in fact open it, that would also indicate that perhaps we can bring our little blue laser card back upstairs here somehow. Not entirely sure how we get it onto these tracks. But it would somehow make sense that we'll find something, maybe even a different card, who knows, that'll be on these tracks. Might come out of that door there. Or we'll somehow manage to go over there and then take this thing over here. Yeah. Tricky, but that's definitely unexplored territory over there. I wish we knew how to do that, Patrick. Brian mentioned something casually about that submarine. There was definitely mention of blowing things up, yes. in conjunction with the submarine. Oh, do you know, one other thing that I'd like to explore in a moment is, do you know, at the top of the mayor's office, there's this thing that had, I don't know, needles and values and stuff. I don't know if they haven't really changed last time we looked at it, but now that everything is connected, there may be something that, you know, might be interesting. Maybe something's changed. Can you imagine? That would be very cool. Oh yes, I remember that. That's definitely broken. This has fascinated us for a while. Never really made bleeder switched on. Ah, how interesting. Bleeder completed. I wonder if this is in fact the bleeder switch. I don't know. Shall we try it? Come on. Did anything change? Did the tree turn blue or anything? Is it raining methane? Well, since we're so close to Mr. CW, why don't we just have another word with him? Maybe he's more pleased with us now. You think we should leave it on? You mean the switch or Farley's house? Hey CW, we did something. What do you think? What are you gonna call us now? Oh yeah, definitely. Totally gonna go to the TV instead. I'm just gonna get a beating from CW. I like listening to how much of a moron I am. Come on, CW. Tell me again. Sounds so good when you say it. Oh my god, he's running, he's running. Man, that's painful. He's ignoring us. Alright, let's have a look at the top of the school bus makeshift tower electronic thing. That switch that we just pulled, I can't quite remember why we actually pulled it in the first place. Well, no more Netflix for you, CW. Well, yes. We don't have TV here either anymore. I don't think we ever had it. Ah! Morfang 99. Capta could be... oh, there we go, 100. Ooh, nice. Murray, 2.2 maybe. Capta, 10 past 10. Oh, sorry, Hunrath even. Yeah, perhaps I should put that cable back in. What do you think? See if that makes a difference too. Oh, hang on, the needle's coming up. I don't remember where you said it exactly, Patrick. Look at that, it's kind of creeping up. Maybe all we need to do is wait. See what happens. Like here. No, you mean here. Oh, yes. This is where you said?
To the end of nothingness.
Oh, that! Do you think? Ah. I wonder what that blows up. Well, let's try it out, shall we? Okay, Patrick. Would you like to do the honors? That was creepy. That was Patrick, indeed.
To the end of nothingness.
He did this interesting radio introduction to the Subnautica stream and to the Obduction stream and the Subnautica stream too. Okay, Patrick, let's do this thing. Oh, wait, man, too late. I'm having second thoughts about having disconnected that cable. Perhaps we should put that back. What does that even connect? Where does this even go? But then, it's kind of no wonder because... Oh, there we go. Hunrath is still coming in here. That needle is definitely going up, isn't it? Come on, let's put that cable back in and then we'll come back. And then we're going to have another look at this. Oh, the needle's back down. Okay. Put the cable back, everyone. But Patrick, how do you know that the thing in the water is the bleeder? What does it bleed? Who does it bleed? So you're saying that because the cable leads there, this could be the bleeder. Yeah, I get you. I'm just thinking, trying to think of every word in the English language that is in my limited capacity brain here. And I just can't think of what bleeder might mean in this context. Okay, let's put this thing back in. Electricity is back on. I think I'll also switch this thing off. I mean, that 12-volt car battery might come in handy for something else. Let's not empty it. Ooh, really? Are you making fun of me? Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I'll go back. I can just imagine a game like this probably even has more than 2 endings. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go back up to the tower, and then I'll save the game. You may have to help me out making a copy of this game. I did manage to start a second game because I was testing the HDRI, so I do have a second game, but I don't know how I can make a copy of the current game. Oh. We'll work it out, my friends. We'll work it out, I'm sure. All right. So under load game, oh, Yeah, very cool. So I think Kinney is the one that we made. This is the one that's our game. And this test game, that's for the HDRI. So I just go click this. I usually like to copy this game. Copying a game will take the progress of this game and make a copy. Let's copy. Awesome. Wonder if we can rename it too. Nah, be too easy, wouldn't it? Oh no, actually we can. No, we can't. No. Okay, great. So now I'll go and resume our current game. Kinney, that was your suggestion. Yeah, load to save. Also, I'm kind of thinking, I was a little nervous there when I go into the load menu, and I'm thinking, well, what happens to my current game? Is that still gonna, what's gonna happen there? We also did read something about timing. I don't know if the timing of this needle that keeps moving is kind of important. All the others appear to be fairly stable. I mean, Morfang was at 99 when we first discovered it, but that seems to be fairly stable at 100 now. Oh dear, not even saving is straightforward. Also, we never quite found out what this TV is actually for. I mean, we know what it looks at, but I don't know why we have it. Is it important? Is something going to happen in the garage at one point that we should be aware of? Okay, let's pull the thing. So, Patrick, it was your idea. You tell me when to pull this thing and we'll pull it. Come on! No? When I went down there, I don't know what that means, Patrick. I can only pull it while I'm up here. I can't pull it while I'm down there. I still don't know what you mean, Patrick. I can only pull the lever right here. I can't go down with it. Well, yes, yeah, well, I do understand that, but I can't go into the water myself, I'm afraid. So, don't pull it now, or shall I pull it now? I don't understand you. I'm a simple-minded human being. I can barely start this game, let alone understand it. So you think I have to do something else before I do this? I wouldn't be surprised. What, however, remains to be seen, I guess. Okay, let's do that. You know, it's funny, now that I'm looking at this from the top here and thinking of all the spherical bits and bobs, I never made that connection, but now that I see this from the top here, I can see that I guess the three wagons and the locomotive down there, that is also a sphere, isn't it? That's been transported from somewhere else into the middle of it. Bizarrely. I never saw that before. It's just that now I'm making that connection. Okay, let's go down to the water, see what we find out. Oh, I can switch that on? Oh, I didn't actually see that. Let's try that. I don't doubt you at all, Patrick. I just don't understand you, like, at all. With the tower, go down to the water. Look, there's a water and there's a tower. They're not related. I can't take the tower to the water. I can't press a magic button that makes the tower appear in the water. I can go down, walk around and walk to the water and look at the tower from the water, but I can't do anything in relation to the tower and the water. Like, that is what I do not understand. It has nothing to do with doubt. It's just with logic dictates those two do not compute. The tower in the water, different tower. See, that makes more sense. One preposition makes all the difference. Ay, caramba. This is a stressful game, I tell you. Now, what's the best way to the water? If you did say it, I didn't read it properly. Okay, so you're saying this may well be the bleeder. Oh, I got some visitors here. When you say tower, you mean this tower, right? Just clarifying, this tower that I'm looking at now. That's the tower. Cool. Yeah, neatly cut out. I never saw that before. Is there? Let's have a look. Whoops. Look, I never did anything. I promise I didn't do anything. This just happened by itself. I never did anything. Or maybe nothing happened. Maybe it's all right. That bridge, yes, yes. I like how you explain that. The magic juju. I like it. Yes, and the cables kind of end just in the outside sphere there. Very interesting. And there definitely is a bridge. But of course, you know, how would we get there? I wonder if this is one of those things, since the outside of our sphere is fairly close here, I wonder if that bridge actually ends in the sphere and we have to enter it from literally kind of over there at the other end of the sphere, if that makes sense. Ah, okay. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, so I do agree with you, Patrick. This would be a nice way to explore. I see. Did you see that? Did you see what I just saw? I wonder if this, at that moment when this happens, that thing, right, with the white blobs, if that is when some kind of thing is reached that correlates to these little readouts at the top of the school bus thing, if maybe at that point we need to go and do that blow up thing. Just a thought. Farley's house, since we're there, there's several maps in fact. Like here. Well, that's not a really good map. That's a nice little poem there. Bleeder Lake, you're absolutely right. Patrick gets 12 points. Yeah, so that's where that bridge leads, definitely. That's where the bridge leads out. And just like I thought, we could probably enter it, I guess, then from here, even though I don't see anything that goes into there as such. Well, maybe this here, this thing. Could be that. Which is literally behind CW's place. It is indeed. 20,000. Woo! That is seriously cool. Patrick, go Patrick! Yes. Woo! It could even be that this entrance here, that could even be that locked door at the top of CW's little thing there. Could well be that that's it. Could be. Since Brian says there's something we've missed there anyway, why don't we have a quick look? Okay. Yes, if you do need any other screenshots or if there's anything you'd like me to have a closer look at, please let me know. I'll totally do that. Yeah, that. So maybe, because this is kind of behind CW's place. I wonder if this is indeed, if ever we were to open that door, if this was going to lead us straight into that bleeder tower, maybe. We did stuff here, I remember that. Doing some water-related something. Go next door? How do you mean, Christina? Oh, maybe that next door. Oh, yeah. Oh. I never noticed that door before. That's a door? No way. Where did that come from? Have we never noticed this before? Ah, really, Brian? How interesting. Yeah, this is definitely new. Yes, absolutely. now? That's CW. This looks stable. Nobody panic. Everything's gonna be good. Ah. Ay caramba. Still very safe. This isn't gonna slip off or anything. Ah. Ooh, how exciting. We've got 2 places to explore. Look at that. I do remember us doing something to the water. I just don't remember if it was this very lever. It's now stuck. Just don't panic. Nah, no lever pulling. I do remember we've unleashed this here. Okay, but no problem. We still have a magnificent view at the top of the waterfall here. Ah, right. Let's have a look at that. Ah, what shall await us beyond here, I wonder? Ah, Patrick. You and your bridge bleeder theories. Woo-hoo. Oh dear. Aha! It's that secret panel in the secret tower thing. It makes all funny noises. It makes me all go funny. Well, shall we have a look what's behind this? Of course, let's have a look. Even though it doesn't see... Oh, there we go. Ah! Do you know what happens to TNT over time, especially if it looks like this in old western mining towns? Yes. About the up, up, down, down, Brian. Should I really do that? A penny will do the trick. I think I want to close that again, just in case somebody has a... I don't know. I'm having a bad feeling about this, I must say. And you say go back to the tower here and now blow this thing up? Okay, if this goes south, Mr. Scholderman, this will be on you. It does, actually, it does make sense, yes, absolutely, I totally agree. Say it again, your last name? I said Scholderman. That is just my totally made up Dutch accent, of course. I don't know if that is correct or not. Aha! Dankjewel. Oh, look at that. Never had a closer look at this contraption here. We just destroyed it. Well, Godspeed back. Godspeed back to that mayor's school bus tower. Jim, maybe we need some dramatic music. What do you think? Yeah, come on. Since we're about to do something mega dramatic. Shame Biscuits isn't here. Biscuits is also Dutch. Save it again? Yeah, good idea, good idea. As soon as we're upstairs, do I need to make another copy or do I just regularly just save it? How do I even save the game? All I know is how to save the game, you know, when I quit. Ha! That happened to me, Narami. I left Berlin to get away from the Berlin people. And of course, the first colleague I encountered in Hamburg when I moved there was from Berlin. In fact, the office was full of people from Berlin. Okay, it's not so dramatic. Let's go and make another copy by hitting load game. Ay caramba. We're going to end up with 3 games called Kinney. That's not going to be confusing or anything, is it? It's going to be great. Oh, this one's been made at exactly midnight, so maybe that's how we can tell. How we can tell time. What is this time? 864.17.00. What is that? Are you sure you'd like to copy this game? Copying a game will take the progress of this game and make a copy. Hunrath time, yeah, it's got to be it. Cool. Resume game. Now, do you think I need to wait for any of these values to reach some other value and then do something? Or shall I just do something? This is going to reach 15 there at any moment. Missed that moment. And my father always said, my father was Dutch, and he always said, well, oops, sorry, little dude. Oh, now the train is on fire. CW? Oh yeah. Ooh, and then the TV finally came on. If you say so. Okay. Oh, okay. Whoa. Nobody panic, please. CW appears to be displeased. You tell us, man. It was all Patrick's idea anyway. It's gone all funny. Maybe we can watch a second channel on this TV. Yeah. Oh, it looks like we can. Farley TV. Kind of an every man for himself type of thing now, isn't it, CW? So this is gonna kill us, right? I mean, is there even anything we can do? We could run into the desert. I think I should. Actually, elevator's broken. Ah, man. I think so too. Look at that. Obduction credits once more. How interesting. Woo. And the light. The beautiful light. Well, what a shame. We couldn't save anybody. I'd say it's all Patrick's fault. Patrick told me to pull that lever, you know. It was all Patrick's idea. Yes. So we could, I guess, load the game again. Last time when I died, it brought me back. I didn't even have to do anything. It just literally, with the back button, it just brought me right back. And see what happens when we, unplug the battery beforehand. Shall we try that? Let's try it. See what happens. Credits, maybe we'll watch that next time. Load. This game, right? That's the one. Let's see what happens. Okay. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see what happens, what we can, do to survive. Let's try that. So, Christina, is it just a matter of basically connecting the battery and then trying again? Same as we did before? Narame, thank you so much for hanging out. We'll let you know how long it'll go and how lucky we will be. There'll either be J Plays Obduction 13 next Monday, or there won't be. Have a good night. So we ain't doing nothing up here. We're gonna go back down. Perhaps it's time for more dramatic music as we try again to not die. On his continuing journey not to die, here is Jarvis Lewis, the number 0 streamer on Mixer. KCW, because you were so super nice to us, like all the time, I think you're worth saving, you know? You and Farley, you both mean pause so much to us. Who would have known it's all part of a little 12-volt battery, eh? There we go. Oops. Okay. Oh, the other thing to the left. This here. Oh, this here. The big plug. Unplug that as well? Okay. Don't die! Don't die on us, come on! Patrick, stay with us! You're not dying with a broken shoulder? Can you imagine there'd be a countdown in the top right corner? We have to do this in 60 seconds. And maybe DC is just not compatible with Hunrathian power supply. Oh my god. Let's save them CWSAs, y'all. Up we go. I only died twice, that's not bad. Yee-haw! Okay. CWTV, Farley TV. Edward Teach, that is so nice. Thank you so much. Don't get it? I'm still looking at that, Edward. That is. I'm totally speechless. That is unbelievable. So you're saying all we're going to do now is pull that thing and we'll see what happens, right? Do you know, I mean, the good thing is we can always do this 2 more times. We'll do this now, battery disconnected, big plug disconnected, and after that I'm happy to go back to the game that we saved and then go and connect the battery, connect the battery and connect the plug, see what happens then. Let's try it out. Okay, come on. Shum ho, brother. Here goes the tower one more time. Oh, I see. So, Christina, you were also talking about the big plug, huh? Let's see CW come out of his little... Edward! Okay.
Spending much time here, and that ain't a bad thing.
Okay, let's enjoy that best seat in the house, everyone. One more time. Oh no, not again. Not about the donation. Thank you so much, Edward. I may have. Well. Woo! Oh, green pastures, look at that! Woo! Time to be grateful, CW. Come on! It sure looks nice. Oops, so sorry. They all have lemonade. That is so nice, isn't it? Oh, Brian, look at that. This doesn't look like Jersey anymore at all. Aww. Those are the credits. How pretty. How pretty indeed. And now we get music on the credits. That's good, isn't it? I really like that. Robyn Miller, CW. Ha! How exciting. Well, my fellow Hunrathians, it looks like our journey has come to an end. Thank you so much for hanging in there. We only died twice, so that's not so bad. And CW, angry at first, now happy. Isn't that amazing? One of those things. It was an amazing story, and we played it in 12 parts over the course of about 36 hours. That's not bad. Plenty of replay value, I say, because like Narami suggested, I probably missed a lot of the story. But hey, that's good. We can play this again. How about next Monday? No, I don't know if we're going to do anything next Monday. If we do, let's discuss on Discord what game we should be playing. That could be Myst. I could also... Thank you, Edward. Thank you. That's super generous of you. That's really nice. I'm going to, buy a new car with that. That's awesome. Anyway, so additional thanks to 23,000 backers. Come on, let's have a look if we find Zero Calvin's name over there. Tell us where it is, come on. Myst is your vote? Okay. Myst gets my vote too. Real Myst. That is super generous of you, Brian. Thank you. That's really nice. That's seriously cool. Now that I'm going to buy several apartments with. I'm thinking New Jersey. I think that's going to be good. Where do we find you? Come on, where do we find you? And are you Zero Kelvin? Or are you... Well, that's a Kelvin sour beer. Probably... Greenland, that's a good idea. And then I can sell it to Trump. That's a great idea. Yo, Trump, y'all. Got this piece of real estate. Little cold. Might have resources, might not. That is cool. Come on, I need another donation, guys. I'm about $4 short of 2 million now. Come on. Well, Brian apparently, he told us this, maybe you weren't listening at that several weeks ago. He was one of the original backers for this game. Obduction was 2013, was first announced, and then went into a Kickstarter campaign to get funding of about 1.5 million, and they exceeded that goal very quickly. And Brian and Narame also were one of the original backers. And this is how why Brian suggested it, because he had played it and it was a fascinating story. Show and tell backers, woo! The new one, which is the new one, Brian? I heard that they're making something along the lines of Riven, like the remake of Riven. Oh, they're working on, is it a different story or is that the Riven story that I'm thinking of? And there's no more music. Why is there no more music? I've got some music. Was music coming up here? No?
Didn't give enough money.
Oh yeah. There we go. That's my music for the end of the game. Is that good music?
No.
Hang on. That's not good music. Let's try this one. Yeah, that kind of works.
Didn't give enough money.
Oh, completely new game. Nice one. I like it. I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. How about Smooth Jazz will be deployed? Ah, right. Firmament. I see. That's worthy music of some credits here. Very nice. And we're gonna play all the credits, I'm telling you. When is that going to come out? Firmament. Yeah, this would be a challenge, trying to read all these names out. Let me try. Alex Bowen, Alex Bradley, Alex Kadzo, Alex Caliguri, Alex... Oh man, I can't do it. Alex Reno, Alex Scott, Alex Seacombe, Alex Stinton, Alex Tardif, Alex Dubois. Oh, scrolling off the screen, what a shame. Anonymous backer, Anthony Balducci, Anthony Cacipoli, Anthony, oh man, July 2020, that's not bad. And of course, Brandon Andrews, Brandon Bastian, Brandon Bradley, Brandon E. Starkey, Brandon Harder, Brandon Henneman, Brandon Howell, Brandon Zahl, Braxton Broseman, what a shame. And of course, Brian Kramer. Hey, aren't you the author of Flickr World? They skipped you again, man. Oh, there we go. Let me try again. Oh, and Brian Kramer. Colin Blair, Colin Bonestead, Colin Campbell, Colin Flick, Colin Jones, Colin P. Driver, Colin Stanfield, Colin H. von Schumponstens. Lots of backers, but look at that. I mean, all these people essentially gave money for this game to be made. That is amazing. I just think, I look at these things and I find that's just a very... So funny, Brian. I just look at this and, I mean, obviously it was a successful project and people wanted this game to be made. So I'm just so happy that they could do it. It just goes to show that the world works differently today. And Brian Kramer, yes. Yeah. And it really goes to show the power is really with us by supporting things like that. Without a middleman, you support the game that you want to see made. That's how it works. That is great. Jack, Heidi, Timmy, and Lance. Jackie Doucette. Jason G. Crotine. Nice one. Jadradsknevradnjutsk. Nice. Jaspin Bieber Styles registered trademark. Excellent. Status Citizen. Was that another game, Patrick? I remember my friend Jason, he did this with Subnautica. Subnautica, I didn't even see that was ever in early development. I only found out about it when it was already released. Well, Rod, that's how people like PayPal make a lot of money. You go, I'll handle your transactions, just give me 4%. RobertSpaceIndustries.com, I like it. N.A.D. Dehaan. Nice one. All right. See, this is why they don't want cryptocurrency to be big. Any news on cryptocurrency? Any tips? I'm not with any of them. And the people who take cryptocurrency as a source of income, they usually have like 12. I just don't understand cryptocurrency, I don't think. I'd love to understand it. Oh, Patrick. Patrick writes. Patrick's Reedfield. Patrick's Scholdeman. Patrick Swanson. Patrick Young. Yeah, it'd be good if they'd settle on one system and we could just all use that. But as soon as there's like 59, nobody knows what to take. Do you take cryptocurrency? Yeah. Do you take Schlons coin? Nah, not that one. I take the other 48, 58. Not that one. Brian, also good news. I was trying to follow your guide on the iKeychains, and I tried it with one version I have of that studio, which is the publishing build, and I couldn't get it to work, and I was just gonna type a message when I realized, hey, I don't actually have the public beta installed. Usually the publishing build is ahead of the public beta, but not in this case. The publishing build is actually behind the public beta, so the public beta ends in 60, and the latest publishing build ends in something lower. It's usually the other way around. Yes, and on the public beta, I thought maybe I'll try that, and it worked perfectly fine. So, yes, your tip was absolute gold. I'm going to make a little video on how that works. So, yeah, it worked really well. And the trick was literally to combine these things with a null. I wonder how many of those you can actually put together. Can you imagine, like 10 IK nodes or something? That'd be kind of cool. Achimsen. Madman Guru Man, aka Adam Lawrence. See, this would be a nice standalone video on YouTube. 47 minutes. End credits of Obduction. Flip fluids, huh? Thank you. Yeah, that could be. Like 50 people raising their hand at the same time. Yeah, that could really be cool. Even only as an experiment. God, you're so old, Patrick, man. How many smooth jazz tracks do I have to have here? Unbelievable. Good thing I've got all these buttons. Speaking of Star Trek, Patrick, when is that out? The new Picard. Angel 29100. Anna at Sinixi Majil. That's a good name. And exclamation mark sniper. Guess we'll find out. How many have they made? How many episodes, you know? Thank you, Brian. How exciting! That is just so nice of you. I think what I might do is actually buy the audio version of Flickr World about 400 times with that. Did you know actually there's a big difference between Amazon.com and all the European Amazon sites? It is... We're nearly there, Brian, we're nearly there. And that is that on Amazon.com you can buy multiple copies of something for friends and then send them a code. So if I wanted you to have a book that I think is good for you, I can buy that on Amazon.com and just send you the code and then you can redeem it. And on Amazon Europe, on any of the Amazon Europe sites, that doesn't work. So if you are an author and you wanted your own book to be at the, I don't know, top 10 buyers list, you can just buy 4,000 copies of it. It can even be the same email address, it's totally fine. But on Amazon European sites, you have to make sure you have, 4,000 different email accounts and 4,000 different Amazon accounts. True story. Yeah, shall we do it again? Yeah, I did. Oh man, I missed it. Did we play that track already? I don't remember. Yeah, I think we played that already, didn't we? No, I don't think they do. Chip Morningstar, Chip Nixon, Chip Robertson, Chill Lock 3, Chloe, Chris Deering, Chris Dahl, Chris Duquette, oh my god. No, we have never had that many Chris's. Oh, Stanley Pribilowski, how exciting. Christoph Freelancer Huber, that is good. I say we just make this a party, let's just hang out. My friend was telling me that he's a musician, and he says that some musicians, kind of out of work musicians who don't quite know how to make money with their music anymore, have done this experiment that they just, at the weekends, they meet and play just music like this and then they upload it to YouTube as their own music. Like an 8-hour kind of file, and then restaurants, they just go play it and they get a little bit of money from the advertising revenue, and it's kind of popular. People listen to YouTube as a radio in the background. It's kind of interesting, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's you, isn't it? Colin H. von Somwhatsits. Dale the Whale Emery. So on Wednesday I'm seeing my urologist, That's gonna be nice. I haven't seen him in a while. He's one of my heroes. It actually now it is fun seeing him because he's a very nice man, and he was basically ready to remove my whole bladder, and we had this long discussion on the phone before that operation happened, and luckily he didn't have to do it, but he was kind of prepared to do it. I just appreciate the time that he took in explaining to me the three different possibilities that we had when I went in from my penultimate surgery, which was the biggest surgery that they had ever done on me. 8 hours it took him. 8 hours. Crazy. And I haven't seen him since early 2018 because there was no need to do that, and I've been trying to get a follow-up appointment, and just, life gets in the way, and it's one of those things, so I just missed it, but I phoned them today and they could give me an appointment on Wednesday, so that's going to be very exciting. Yes, absolutely. I got more. Oh, hang on. Not bad. At this rate, we're going to need a lot more music. Best make a note of what I've played and what I haven't. It has a very cinematic feel to it, doesn't it? I like the sound of that. WWJV, smooth jazz, all the time. I wonder if you had to pay extra for a name in all capital letters. Very good, Patrick. I like it. Like FKAL 136. Oh, look at that. Frederick Bartholomew F. Barthel, and then a symbol thing. That's also cool. Smooth jazz. No, don't, Rod. Let's watch this all again together. Because the thing is, I never get to watch these streams. I'm just doing them. I never get to watch them. So if you're game, once the credits are over, we're going to start again at episode 1. And we're going to watch it all together. And we're all going to have fun. Oh yeah, sorry. We don't want to interfere with that. So what's for dinner, Julia? What do you think? Shall we have a sandwich and crisps? Yeah. How did you like the rice earlier? That's nice, wasn't it? Yeah, very good. Do you know, while the credits roll, we can always play another game. We just trust it's there. It is, isn't it, Christina? I think so too. I always used to make a big point of staying in the cinema to watch the credits. lights are on, people are getting nervous and swapping away popcorn. I think they never really know how to what to make of it. At movie premieres it's different, but in a regular showing, I think all the attendants in the cinema, they're all a little bit, what's this guy doing here? He's crashing into my 5-minute extra fag break. That's terrible. Oh, what are you having, Rod? How exciting. Oh, the spin cycle, even better. Oh, LGR just published a new post on Patreon. Acer Ferrari 4007, the $2,000 laptop. Turkey and dressing. I can't tell, Patrick, if that was a joke or a spelling mistake. With your track record, you know. No offense. Man, you ruined the joke. Mashed potatoes. Do you know, we had... What was it again? It was shepherd's pie yesterday, and that was covered with mashed potatoes. It wasn't kind of the British way. It was just one from the frozen thing. But Julia absolutely loves mashed potatoes, so she said, I wish I could be at Christina's house because, you know, I'd have mashed potatoes with her. Yeah, like the real British pie, the real British shepherd's pie, right? Lots of meat, potatoes. Oh. I can see that on day 4 it kind of gets a bit boring. Julia's finally finished work, by the way, so that's good. What kind of ghost... Okay, here's another Patrick joke. What kind of ghost has the best hearing? The eeriest. Scrambled eggs will be nice. Yeah. Do you have it 3 times a day or just once a day? Yeah, because what else can you eat? What's the next plan for you then? Do you have to go back to the hospital to have, I don't know, things removed? Things like staples, stitches? Or is this just healing off now and then eventually you'll be able to use your mouth again properly? Next week, alright. Did they staple you or how did they close you up? Oh, both, okay. Julia, you missed the whole thing. You should have watched earlier, man. It's always looking ahead in the future, isn't it? It's never just enjoying the moment. I wonder if my mom's going to watch this, or if she's going to have switched it off by now. What is this thing about Kevin Bacon and the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon? Or somebody mentioned that the other day. Patrick, that is seriously good. That is seriously good. Oh. Oh, very good. That is interesting trivia. Thank you so much, Brian. That's very good. Because I think in Britain we have this thing about everyone's 3 people away from knowing the Queen. I think that's what we say as a saying, if I remember correctly. Isn't that what we say? Something like that. And I guess it's along the same lines. And yeah, I didn't know that. So I personally, if we do this with Kevin Bacon, I personally don't know Kevin Bacon. So which one of you knows somebody who might know Kevin Bacon? Julia? Brian? Christina? Mom? Okay, come on. What a shame. Oh yes, also Brian, if ever somebody says Bob's your uncle, then there's also Betty is your aunt. Well, it's almost there. All the letters are there. Oh, Michael Bacon, look at that. Michael Baldwin. Oh my god, he's a backer. Oh. Oh, that's how it works. Oh, that's an even better game. So, does Klaus Meine know Kevin Bacon? Was he in a film that was with Kevin Bacon? Moritz Zeal Giuliani, not related to the ex-New York mayor. Was Klaus Meine in Footloose? It's been a couple of years since I've seen that movie. Where do the Borg go to eat? Yes. Oh, okay. Wow. Patrick, where do you find these jokes? I guess, yes. I'm so glad we're all hanging in here. This is nice. I wonder if we should have a separate channel just called Credits. And they just have credits. And maybe game credits. That's an idea. And every video game we have between us, we just capture the credits and just put them on there. That'd be good, yeah. Wouldn't that be cool, Christina? I think that'd be an awesome idea. It's just one of those phenomena where you think that's so stupid. Why would anybody watch this? Well, next thing you know, 9 million subscribers. Yeah, exactly. He doesn't even know who's written Fortnite, or whatever he plays. Especially if it has nice music underneath it. I think that's kind of cool. When I was logging on today on the front page of Mixer, there was this big thing about him, and they update. So they had him front page, full screen, 15,000 viewers, and I guess to save bandwidth or whatever, the picture updates every 5 seconds. And so it was him full screen, and the title was teasing a major something. But he still wasn't even looking into the camera. It's kind of, you know, what a shame. It could take a while. I mean, there were a lot of backers, yes. There's no indication of how long this is going to go on for. But that's kind of, you know, we didn't know how long the game was going to be. Forever. No, I haven't. But I don't think we have potatoes. Very, very cool. Sorry to hear you've lost a Patreon supporter, Rod. But don't take that personally, you know, people come, they give, and then they go away again. It's, you know, it's... Sometimes I think about it in the way that even though they leave after a while, what they've given you, and that's a good way of looking at it. So it doesn't really matter that they leave because they have still given you something. Also, see if there's somebody who's edited their pledge. Maybe, you know, somebody's increased their pledge. Who knows? You might be better off than before. That's a good spelling of Susie. S-O-O-S-I. Susie Monahan. Asylum Crazy, $6.66. I like it. Guess that was their pledge. Yeah, we used to, Christina. We used to always have potatoes in the house, but eventually we decided not to anymore because they always go moldy. That's a good plan. How many members of the USS Enterprise does it take to change a light bulb? Do they still use light bulbs on the USS Enterprise? I cannot do it, Captain. These light bulbs are still dead. Spock to tell Kirk he is proceeding illogically. McCoy to say, "They're dead, Jim." And, "Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not an electrician." Kirk to screw it in, and 2 redshirt security men to die. That's really good, Patrick. We should have the Star Trek joke channel. Combine that with the credit channel. We'll have a full-time job. Oh, and that's where the Tarpa name comes from. Very, very good. Oh, is it? Brian, that's awesome. Who's the narrator? Sounds exciting. Oh, nice. You know good guys, I have to say. I've listened to the sample. This guy's good, man. Good. Okay, we're getting to the V's. This could be the last block of titles. There's the W's. Okay. Such a shame that this is... Oh my god, look at that. Where is Zach? White Cat Computers, Whitney Nelson. Why is this required? It's a good title. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Pimp. Now that's a good title. That was clever. That's very cleverly done there. Abduction babies. Aww. Hey Angela and Huxley. Love you so much, Eric. Thanks Mom, Dad, Randy, Laurie, LP, and LG. Hannah. Sending a big shout out to Beer and Tacos, Jeremiah. And of course, thank you for watching this stream until the very end of the credits. That was awesome. We should do this again sometime, guys. Thank you so much for hanging with me. It was an awesome experience, I must say. I really liked it. And perhaps we shall meet again at some point. I'm not sure about next Monday. Let me give it some thought and see if we can keep this up. Other than that, there'll always be Saturday, and we'll always have Paris. I'll leave you with that. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.